Alright, welcome back to another episode here in our WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. I am, of course, Tom here on the Bad Wrestling channel, and making her way to the ring, it is the heroic, I guess you could say, for Monday Night Raw's women's roster, the heroic Asukas. There you see, for the first time in a little bit less than a year of a dominating reign as champion from Nia Jax, of course. That title is not around her waist anymore. It is around that woman's Asuka. Asuka undefeated in our 2K19 Universe Mode series and in our Universe Mode series, I should say. And tonight, she is set to take on Maryse. You know, the Miz, the new United States Champion's wife, Maryse. Okay, a lot of new champions here on our Universe Mode since the SummerSlam pay-per-view. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you do so. I know it's a little bit long. It is a little bit long, but it is the SummerSlam extravaganza yes. I'm amazing at this. Anyways, Asuka, like I said, set to take on Maryse. And there you see in the background the new United States Champion, her husband, The Miz. Now, Maryse, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen her in a while. I will say, okay? Mainly because The Miz, he's been in a lot of multi-man matches, didn't really want that no disqualification aspect to jeopardize Maryse's health, which I guess makes sense. So, tonight, Maryse makes her return, but will she be the one to defeat Asuka and end her undefeated streak? We'll find that out right now. As there you see Asuka in one corner, Maryse in the other here on Monday Night Raw. Let's get into it here as Asuka immediately runs out of the gate, went to go kick her in the face, reverse, however gets dropped down. Nia Jax, I can bet, angrily watching on, but another woman that could be watching this is Ember Moon, because Ember Moon is set to take on Asuka for the next pay-per-view, because, in case you didn't know, okay, after Nia Jax fought against Ember Moon had a very impressive showing, and so the general manager King Booker decided, hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's have her come out. Okay, let's have Ember Moon really prove herself. Let's see if she can defeat Nia Jax or Asuka, depending on who leaves Women's Champion of SummerSlam. Of course, Asuka left the Women's Champion at SummerSlam, so at the next pay-per-view Super Showdown, we will see. Well, Asuka just threw herself at Maryse. Maryse, I guess, was just so... I don't even know what the hell happened, but okay. That was a bit strange. Asuka just kind of bounced off her face, and I guess Maryse just, like, couldn't move. I guess she was so much in pain, she was, like, paralyzed for a few seconds. I don't even know. As Asuka, a dangerous competitor. Oh, face first goes Maryse. As I was saying, Ember Moon set to take on Asuka at the Super Showdown pay-per-view. That's the next pay-per-view we have going on in our series. I am excited for that one. Personally, I am very excited for that. As Asuka reverses the kick. Went to go for a slap and it connects. A huge slap, just slapping down Maryse. The Miz, of course, defeating 4 other men in a fatal 5-way bout. All 5 men, very dangerous competitors. Rey Mysterio, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and the leader of Sanity, Eric Young, losing in a surprising fashion to The Miz, who, I guess you could say, stole the win, as, I guess, Rey Mysterio went to go for, or hit a very devastating Huracan Rana on Kevin Owens, and then The Miz just swoops in there, knowing how much damage Kevin Owens had taken throughout that very long fatal 5-way, and got the win and the United States title as now the United States Champion, distracting her as, look at that, Maryse doing the skull-crushing finale. Oh my god, right in front of The Miz too. I guess The Miz is thinking, hey, you can use my move too if you really want to. As now going for the cover off of it, and apparently a steel chair has just swooped in, been introduced here on Monday Night Raw. I'm not entirely sure why it's in the ring. However, Asuka reverses Maryse, takes her down. steel chair in the ring eerily. I believe The Miz brought it into the matchup, introduced it here tonight, as Asuka going for a maneuver. Okay, she has her in an arm bar style maneuver, however, right to the stomach there, right to the abdomen. Later on tonight, we'll be seeing a tag team match featuring Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose of the Shield versus two members of the Undisputed Era as a dropkick to the back. Okay, we saw a few weeks ago, Adam Cole decide to low blow Roman Reigns after their match. So I guess it's a bit of a follow-up as Maurice, picking up her opponent, slams her down face first. And Asuka might not be looking too good as the kick to the face connects. And now staring right at her husband, but a kick out there. Not even a 1 count. And now Maurice seemingly setting up for a finishing maneuver to end the matchup. However, Asuka reverses it. Asuka reverses it. Went to go for a maneuver, but oh my god, Maurice showing off the strength there. And look at this, just wiping her feet against Asuka's face there, like a kick almost to the back or to the side of the head. Here in this first matchup for Monday Night Raw, Women's Champion Asuka not looking too good here. Went to go for a slap reversed, and Maurice turns into a head whip there by Maurice, the lovely and talented Maurice. Only 1 count there, as Corey Graves, would say. As now pulling Asuka towards the middle of the ring, seemingly having something in mind, wiping her face, and then into an elbow there by Maurice there. Maurice Mizanian as a kick to the face again connects. And Maurice wiping the sweat off of her face there, and look at this. Look at this, just stomping. Not even stomping, just holding her head against Asuka, just pushes it deeper into her face. As now, and again, Asuka. Asuka, the Women's Champion, not looking too good here tonight. Maurice definitely taking a lot of rests. I don't know if it's going to be such a good idea. However, Asuka reverses it. Asuka reverses it, kicks her in the stomach, and again, and again, and now kicks there. Connects there, a head kick on Maurice in the cover. 1, 2, but a kick out there by Maurice. And Asuka, ladies and gentlemen, wants her back up. Maurice very slowly getting right back to her feet. And Asuka now going for a maneuver here, potentially an Asuka lockbar reverse there by Maurice. Reversed by Asuka that time, again into an elbow. And now back and forth, reversing the strikes. As now right to the corner with a clothesline. As Maurice now having control here of Asuka. And Asuka just gets up. However, turns it into a clothesline. Ducks underneath. Kick to the face. Connects by Asuka. But right there, that kick to the head. Playing a little bit of possum there from the ground. Getting herself back up. Asuka, however, getting herself back up. And Maurice back on control here. However, right to the stomach. Goes for a roll-up victory here in the cover. 1, 2. But a kick out there by Maurice, ladies and gentlemen. As Asuka goes for a maneuver. Reverse there into an elbow. And now, Asuka kicks her in the stomach again, and again, and again, and right there with the heel kick connects. And it could be lights out. Maurice not looking good. The cover. 1, 2, 3. And Asuka, the Raw Women's Champion, starting her title streak, I guess you could say. I don't know. Considering her undefeated streak by defeating Maurice, showing off her dominance as new Raw Women's Champion after defeating Nia Jax at the SummerSlam pay-per-view via tap-out. Okay, using the Asuka lock. As there you see Asuka, the Raw Women's Champion, wins here tonight as we move on to our main event. Here on Monday Night Raw, big tag team matchup to get to. Well, everybody, Shinsuke Nakamura, during the break, has decided to enter the ring. He seems to have something to say. Johnny Gargano, I know you're not here tonight, so you better listen to me. from wherever you are watching. I don't know who that man was that you got to help win my title last night, but I will not leave this ring until I have my rematch announced and I get some answers. Well, Shinsuke Nakamura demanding answers and demanding a rematch. Raw's general manager, King Booker, making his way to the ring, I believe. Shinsuke Nakamura, he wasn't even scheduled on tonight's show. Okay, we're supposed to be watching, I would assume, the entrances of either the Shield or Undisputed Era right now, but King Booker, the general manager, coming out here to stop this, I guess, Raw takeover of some sort, where Shinsuke Nakamura threatening not to leave the ring. There you see King Booker almost telling him to calm down a bit. So, let's see how King Booker decides to answer Shinsuke Nakamura right now. Nakamura, I know that you want your revenge against Johnny Gargano, so how about this? You are to be granted your one-on-one rematch. Booker, I want more than that. I want Gargano, and I want his little partner, that masked assailant that cost me my championship. Nakamura, you know that I can't just allow some fan to get an opportunity at a title. Why not? You let Johnny Gargano get a title shot, and he didn't really deserve it either. Fine, I'll make you a deal. At our next pay-per-view, Super Showdown, you can get a shot at Johnny Gargano's WWE title. If he decides to allow that masked attacker into the building, I'll be more than happy to give you a shot at him in a handicap match. Well, everybody, it seems like things have definitely cooled down as the Undisputed Era finally making their way to the ring for our main event. As two of these three men, these three dangerous individuals of the Undisputed Era, set to take on two members of the Shield, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Now, Seth Rollins is not here tonight, okay? Like I said, The Miz didn't really fight either. He was just out here to accompany his wife, because The Miz and Seth Rollins both in a hellacious and devastating fatal five-way matchup that went on for, admittedly, like almost 30 minutes. So they don't necessarily have a match tonight, okay? And Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, I assume, have decided to let Seth Rollins stay home, because Seth Rollins, as far as my knowledge is aware of, is not here tonight. He's not here tonight. Okay, former United States Champion not here tonight. However, Adam Cole is, ladies and gentlemen, and so is Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the three members that make up the Undisputed Era, baby, as Adam Cole would say. But ladies and gentlemen, Adam Cole, a few weeks ago, took on Roman Reigns in singles competition, and it looks like Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are the two men in the matchup in this tag team brawl. However, here tonight, the Shield, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, definitely the two main tag team members of the Shield, here tonight, coming out together as a unit, as a force. So let's get into it. Roman Reigns, he has some business with Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era. And Dean Ambrose, of course, his good friend alongside him. So let's get into it. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns of the Shield, set to take on Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, I do believe, of the Undisputed Era. As now Roman Reigns going right out of the gate, but Kyle O'Reilly tripping him up there. Now Roman Reigns, he is a fierce striker, a fierce brawler. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, technicians of the game. And Dean Ambrose, of course, another fierce brawler. So it is the battle of the technician, fists, kicks, and palms of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus the brawling aspect of Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, along with their admitted agility and power of the Shield, as Kyle O'Reilly kicks him in the back of the leg. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose watching on, or Dean Ambrose watching on as Kyle O'Reilly going for a big splash, I should say, on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns reverses. Kyle O'Reilly getting pulled to the other side of the ring, it looks like. However, Kyle O'Reilly getting out of it with the elbows, and it connects there with a third one. And now Kyle, look at this elbow to the face, beautifully executed. Looking at Dean Ambrose with a punch to the head. And now back to Roman Reigns with the knee. As Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era, watching on. As Kyle O'Reilly going for a maneuver. Roman Reigns reversed. And then Roman Reigns gets hit with an elbow there to get out of that. Get out of the corner, exploding out. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. A great duo, a great tag team in our universe. But okay, they've had a little bit of trouble. Okay, they haven't necessarily been able to shine as much on Monday Night Raw as some people probably were expecting them to. Okay, they've been a little bit overshadowed. And the Undisputed Era are sick of being overshadowed and potentially losing, or not losing, using this matchup against Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose to help shine here tonight, as Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose as well have not necessarily been terribly noticed by King Booker, although Roman Reigns, former Intercontinental Champion in 2K18, Dean Ambrose was the general manager in our last series, as Kyle O'Reilly goes for a maneuver here on Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish picks him up, and look at that DDT! And what the hell? It turns into a suplex, oh my god! I've never seen that before, okay. As Dean Ambrose off the hot tag exploding, but look at that. Bobby Fish. Okay, Dean Ambrose exploding out of the gate. And now Bobby Fish gets an elbow to the face for his troubles. As Kyle O'Reilly watching on, Bobby Fish fighting here against Dean Ambrose as a knee to the face. Here on Monday Night Raw. The main event showing two incredible teams. And look at Kyle O'Reilly, however. I will admit, though, even though they're both incredible, even though all three of the members of the Undisputed Era, I should say, are incredibly gifted, they like to use underhanded tactics, okay, as you notice so far in this matchup. As Bobby Fish makes the tag to Kyle O'Reilly. Going for a maneuver, look at this, right to the arm. And then Irish Whip for good measure into the double kicks there. And Bobby Fish, okay, well, Kyle O'Reilly apparently missing the maneuver there, missing the mark, and Roman Reigns now gets the hot tag, and Kyle O'Reilly wants to go for a kick. Miss there, however, Roman Reigns right to the stomach, and now has him in the corner. Roman Reigns off the middle rope into a DDT, connects there. And our main event in the cover. Only one count there. Roman Reigns, the man who defeated Adam Cole a few weeks ago. Former Intercontinental Champion over on SmackDown in 2K18's Universe Mode Series as a Superman punch exploding out of nowhere. The cover 1, 2, no. Bobby Fish saves the match, but Roman Reigns, look at this now, being distracted by Adam Cole. As Kyle O'Reilly taking advantage, punches him in the back, turns him around. Look at this. Oh, Brainbuster, brutal Brainbuster connects. 1, 2, and a kick out there. You know how much I love a good Brainbuster. And Kyle O'Reilly, one of the few masters of that devastating maneuver. As Kyle O'Reilly goes for a maneuver, now Roman Reigns reverses it. Reigns now has an idea, goes to punch him in the head, but Kyle O'Reilly enters it with a super kick here in our main event on Monday Night Raw. Earlier tonight, we've seen Asuka defeats Maurice. Okay, continuing her undefeated streak, her devastating undefeated streak to anybody who wants to fight her. Okay, as any future opponents, Ember Moon definitely probably not a fan of her being undefeated as a Superman punch. Once again, 1 count there, however, on Kyle O'Reilly. And then the spear out of nowhere there. The spear by Roman Reigns in the cover. 1. No, and a kick out there again. And now Adam Cole, once again, the underhanded tactics of the Undisputed Era, trying to distract, their opponents there, Roman Reigns. Kyle O'Reilly makes a very smart tag. Bobby Fish, still relatively fresh in this matchup. But as I was saying, Shinsuke Nakamura being granted a one-on-one title rematch, unless, of course, the Masked Attacker decides to lend a hand. It is a handicap match, I assume, as Roman Reigns, headbutt there, and then a punch to the face And Roman Reigns gearing up for a big maneuver, a big drop kick. It looks like connects there. Connecting there, almost kicking the head off of Bobby Fish, and Fish not looking as so fresh anymore. 2. Big Kyle O'Reilly breaking up the 3 count. Roman Reigns going after him here. And a low blow! A low blow connecting! Why is the referee not giving a shit about that? I don't think he realizes it. I don't think he realizes that just happened. And Kyle O'Reilly going for a maneuver on Dean Ambrose. And now all hell is breaking loose as all 4 men brawl in this fight, in this matchup. As Dean Ambrose gets a big maneuver there and then exploding by Bobby Fish. As Fish staring down at Dean Ambrose. Goes for a maneuver, reverse there, punch to the stomach. And now Bobby Fish still going after him, but Fish gets countered. The count of 2 by the referee. Dean Ambrose finally getting back outside the ring. Bobby Fish now stuck on the ring apron. Roman Reigns taking advantage, goes for a suplex position. He does, brings him back into the ring. Adam Cole watching on here in our main event. And Fish now gets a clothesline. And then again, ducks underneath into another running clothesline. And Roman Reigns set to take out Bobby Fish here. Kyle O'Reilly is down on the outside. Goes for a Superman punch, however, reversed, and Bobby Fish. Fish reversed it. And now look at this, turning it into the leg lock. Turning it into this leg lock, this devastating submission hold by Bobby Fish. But Roman Reigns getting out of it as a kick to the head. But has the damage been done as Bobby Fish exploding onto the scene once again in this tag team matchup. Undisputed Era, ladies and gentlemen, looking very good in this fight here on Monday Night Raw in this tag team matchup. Roman Reigns throws him into the corner. Goes for a maneuver here, it looks like makes the tag to Dean Ambrose. Ambrose throws him off. And look at that double team throwing Bobby Fish up high. Roman Reigns walking to the outside. Kyle O'Reilly once again watching as Bobby Fish, his tag team partner, gets back on the attack. Bobby Fish goes for a maneuver reversed. Bobby Fish, a very unhinged character in the Undisputed Era. Very similar, I guess you could say, to Dean Ambrose. As Bobby Fish picking up Bobby Fish, oh my god, heel kick there, picking up Dean Ambrose for a huge kick to the head. As Fish now goes for a maneuver, but Fish gets reversed. Dean Ambrose looking at him here, punch to the head. And now Kyle O'Reilly wants to go for a maneuver, wants to go grab Dean Ambrose, but Dean Ambrose turns into a huge neck breaker. Rolling neck breaker now. As Dean Ambrose picks him up and slamming the back of the head of Bobby Fish into the mat there. As Dean Ambrose pulling Bobby Fish into his corner. Smart tactic indeed by impressive tag team performers, realizing that Bobby Fish, if he's close, he can make the tag. However, reverses the elbow drop. Bobby Fish makes the tag anyways to Kyle O'Reilly, and Kyle O'Reilly exploding out of the corner. Misses the super kick. However, turns that into a wheel kick there as a kick to the leg. However, a spear. He already took a spear before. 1, 2, and Bobby Fish again saving this matchup as Bobby Fish and Dean Ambrose fighting. Kyle O'Reilly going after Roman Reigns. Went to go for a kick to the face, reversed. And now right to the back there. The Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish now looking too good here in this tag team matchup. Dean Ambrose goes for a maneuver. Kyle O'Reilly reverses it. Elbow to the stomach. Gets up. And now it looks like staring right at Roman Reigns as a brainbuster connects. That beautiful brainbuster goes for the cover off of it. 1, 2, and no, only a 2 count there. Bobby Fish gets up on the outside. We are back to the even playing field of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish taking on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. However, it's never really a fair shake for the opponents of the Undisputed Era. Once Undisputed Era's leader, Adam Cole, is on the outside. As Kyle O'Reilly tries to make the hot tag, trying to crawl away, but Dean Ambrose, he has him stuck in a position. However, Kyle O'Reilly going right back after him here tonight. Dean Ambrose, Kyle O'Reilly here, fighting here. Okay, Dean Ambrose likes to have the closed fists rain down his opponents. And Kyle O'Reilly likes to have the kicks in the open hand palms as a punch to the face there, like I said, closed fist. But Kyle O'Reilly throws him off and then goes to kick him in the stomach, grabs him, and now right to the head there with a rolling elbow. Rolling elbow by Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly picking up Dean Ambrose here tonight in our main event of the evening. As Kyle goes for a maneuver, but Bobby Fish, however, grabbing Dean Ambrose. And look at that. Oh my god, look at that. Kicks him down, trips him as the cover there connects. 1, 2, but no, only a 2 count. Oh, Roman Reigns gets a big rollover DDT by Bobby Fish. Roman rolls to the outside in our main event of the evening as Kyle goes for a look at. Oh my god, look at this armbar. An armbar connecting by Kyle O'Reilly to Dean Ambrose. However, Dean Ambrose gets up, counters it here into a suplex back inside the ring. Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns is down the outside. Dean Ambrose is setting up potentially for it looked like the Dirty Deeds. However, reversed into an elbow there by Kyle. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish and Adam Cole, the Undisputed Era, looking very good in this matchup. And look at that. It's because of these, mainly because of these cheap tactics. Look at this, choking him. Referee, how are you even allowing that? I have no idea, but they just kicks him down. Kicking down Dean Ambrose. Bobby Fish accidentally getting some of the kick there. Kyle O'Reilly did not seem to want to do that as Dean Ambrose punched to the face. Realizing Bobby Fish is down. This is the best chance for the Undisputed Era on the cover. The cover. 1, 2, 3 in the Shield. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns defeating off of a mistake by the Undisputed Era. A mistake by the Undisputed Era defeats the Undisputed Era. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose out of nowhere. There, see, bam, kicks him in the head. Both teams taking a lot of punishment. It could have gone either way, but one mistake by the Undisputed Era leads Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose to win this tag team brawl as we conclude the episode of our WWE 2K19 Universe. But if you guys like it, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to comment, subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on the Bad Wrestling channel. I am, of course, Dominic, and have a good day from Bad Wrestling. Bye-bye. Yo.